Hey guys, we don't have a tripod today, but I'm doing another cooking video. We're going to be making liquid scented Belgian chocolate puddings. They're a really nice recipe, and it makes it really gooey on the inside, so if you like chocolate, you're probably going to like this recipe, and it's very easy to make. So it might be a bit hard to film today, but we'll try the best we can. Okay, so see you guys in a bit. So these are the ingredients we're going to be using today. We have about 30 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of, 100 grams of butter, unsalted, 100 grams of dark chocolate. We've got 50 grams of sugar, 2 egg yolks, just the yolk, and 2 whole eggs. So today, first we're going to mix in the yolks with the whole eggs. We're going to whisk that till it's nice and combined, and then we're going to whisk in the sugar, and we're going to whisk it until it's really nice and fluffy. So I'll show you how. So this is what the egg is when it's combined. So we're going to add in the sugar. This is caster sugar, so it's a super fine sugar. It's easier to mix in. And we're going to mix that until, whisk it really well, like this, until it changes colour and goes kind of a lighter colour. So we've mixed this for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And it's nice, really fluffy. And it's kind of gotten a bit lighter in colour, if you can see it on the camera. It's a bit of a, it's closer to a white now. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to melt this chocolate and the butter together. Now we're going to do that in the microwave today, but you can also do this over a water bath. So you have a pot of water, not too much water in it, just simmering, and you want a glass bowl on top or a metal bowl, and you just want to stir that at a very low heat, just enough to melt the butter and the chocolate. So we're going to do that. And so we've chopped up our butter just into about the same shapes as the chocolate, and we're just going to microwave this slowly. Every 30 seconds I'm going to take it out, I'm going to stir it and make sure it doesn't burn, because it's very, you've got to be very careful. Be careful about that. It is better to do it over a pot on the stove, but we don't have the facilities to do that at the moment. But yeah, so if you can, do that. If you can't, just be careful. So this is our chocolate. As you can see, it's really glossy. The butter will make it really beautiful and nice, and it's got no lumps. Make sure there's no lumps in it. So the next thing we're going to do is you're just going to whisk up this, make sure it's together, because as you let it sit, it will start to, separate again. So just whisk that up quickly. And then we're going to fold in the chocolate. We're going to wait till it cools a tiny bit, because we don't want it to scramble the eggs. We just want it to fold in when it's not cold, but it just has to be about just a bit lower than blood temperature. So we're just going to wait for that, and then we're going to add it. Okay. Alright, so we've let our chocolate sit for about 10 minutes, and it's kind of, blood temperature is about, when you can touch it, it doesn't feel any different to what your skin feels like. You kind of don't feel a difference in temperature, so that's what we're looking for here. So I forgot to say before that with this recipe, it does take quite a long time, because after we fold in the flour, which we're going to do in a second, we do have to refrigerate it for a few hours. So we're just going to fold in the chocolate into the egg mixture. Yep, and I'll show you how that looks. So we've folded the chocolate into the egg, just really gently, so that we don't get rid of too much of the fluffiness of the egg, because we need that to help the cake rise. So it's looking really good, and we're just going to sift the flour in on top, and then we're going to fold it in really, really gently again. Alright? So this is our mixture again after we've added in the flour and folded it in really gently. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pour them into these molds here. The little molds, you can use any type of mold you want. You can even make this like one big one, but it may take longer to cook. It will take longer to cook. So I'm just going to use these ones. They're just cheap things. You can use ramekins, preferably. And what we're going to do is we're going to brush them with some melted butter all over the inside. And then we're going to really gently put some sugar in, and we're going to shake it around until the whole sides are covered with the sugar. This will help the pudding rise really nicely, really evenly, as long as you get the sugar really even all over the thing. So yeah, we're going to do that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So we're just rubbing the butter with the pastry brush all over the inside, making sure that we leave no gap. We don't want the cake, the pudding, to stick in one area, or it won't rise properly, and it will rise unevenly. So we're just going to do that with all the molds. This recipe will feed about 3 puddings, so 3 people. They're not that big, so they could be a really nice party idea, dinner party idea or something. So yeah, we've just brushed them with butter, and we're just going to sprinkle some sugar inside the first one. Just a little bit. Just like that. And we're just going to roll it around. Can't really do this one-handed, but you see how it's coating just where the butter was. So we're just going to do that the whole time, and then tip the excess into the next one and keep going. If you don't have enough, always just add a little bit more. So we're just going to do that. So we've got our 3 molds all sugared and buttered. And if you want to make these really even and make sure that they're really beautiful, I would suggest piping the mixture into the molds. This will give you, more ability to make sure that you add the right amount and all that. So yeah, do that, or as I am going to do, I'm just going to spoon it in with a dessert spoon. Just going to spoon it in until they will rise, so only fill them about 3/4 full each, and yeah, I'm going to see when they're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to refrigerate these puddings for about 6 hours. I know it sounds like a really long time, but it's well worth the wait. So I'll see you guys in 6 hours. Okay guys, so we're back after 6 hours of the cake in the refrigerator. And I have also just cooked it at 200 degrees Celsius for about 12 minutes, and we're about to come and see what it looks like. So as you can see, they're just still in the microwave, but they've risen a bit, and hopefully they're cooked. We want to cook them until they're just set, because they are going to still be runny in the middle, and that's exactly what we want. So we're going to do it really quick and get them out of there, get them out of their containers, and we're going to put them on a plate, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is our end result pudding, and we've just served it with some vanilla ice cream. So as you see, the inside is nice and runny. Nice and lovely. So that's our liquid centre Belgian chocolate pudding. I hope you guys like the recipe, and I'll put up the recipe either in the description or in the video. So I'll see you guys next time. Try it out, and yeah, hey, like if you enjoyed.